early leaders in the class, Rick and Neil Bates, they still fill the top 3 placings. And as I said, 21st outright for Scott and Jason Barguano, and the other 2 not far astern of them as well.
Copper pilots told us that there's more hail in orange, and that hail is moving this way.
Car 55 in 7th position. We just saw it rejoin the race with Andrew Medicki at the wheel. Car 35, the Peter Jackson Sierra entry. The badly banged up Peter Jackson Sierra entry. Wayne Park in 8th position as they rejoin the race. David Parsons, yes, it is David Parsons at the wheel now.
Alan Grice into the pit, steps out of the 16 car, and Wyn Percy about ready to step in, and Andy's down there.
Luckily, John.
Okay, John.
Yes, great driver change and tyre change. Interesting that they would do it now. The weather closing in, you would have thought they may have tried to hold out a few extra laps and see if the rain started to come. But perhaps they just pushed it to the point where they needed to make the change anyway. Whatever it is, it's only a short stop for them, 24 seconds, so they'll be pretty happy with that.
You can see the storm moving in, and I would say it's not too many minutes away now. Nissan race cam, Jim Richards, Winfield Nissan number 1, the race leader by about a minute. They'll be coming in for a stop shortly.
To the danger now, they'll probably service the number 2 car, Neil Crompton.
And use it as an experimental vehicle.
Could do, put Anders Olofsson in the car, who's probably a lot more experienced with wet weather racing, or they may leave Neil in the car. We'll wait and see that.
We'll soon find out. Mark Osler is on the spot.
Thanks very much, Gary Wilkinson. Yes, Neil Crompton comes in. He's not getting out of the car. And the Nissan crew have been all sorts of consternation discussing with the Yokohama tyre engineers exactly what tyre to put on this car. It's just started to rain quite heavily in pit lane, and they're putting on full wet weather tyres for the run to the finish. 143 laps, but of course, if the weather changes and it gets dry, Crompton's going to be back in again. This will be a fascinating finish to the Tooheys 1000. Freddie Gibson holding on to him. I've got the clock on 25 seconds. The car off the air jacks. Crompton mobile in 28 seconds. Very slick stop from the Nissan crew.
Yeah, fabulous stop. Now, anything that Dick Johnson had going for him, making inroads on Jimmy Richards, has now disappeared. With the arrival of the rain, they're all out there on slicks. There's going to be a mad charge through the pits here. There's no point staying out there. It's going to hang around this bad weather.
There it is.
There's Mark Gibbs going through in the GIO car. The idea now is to just ease it out and bring them on down into the pits. No heroic stuffs on Subaru Straight. You can see the guys have backed them all off, and here comes the charge into the pits. 55, Andrew Medecki is in. He's ready for a full set of wets.
Car 28, Kevin Waldock in the pits, same thing. Here comes Dick Johnson. It's a procession. There'll be nobody left on the racetracks.
You won't be able to hear for whistle blowing.
I know the roughest ride up there must be our helicopter cameraman and our pilots tracking race cam and bringing the pictures. It is filthy outside. Here's Johnson in. Keep in mind, Dick said he's got the headlights covered up with shell decals. Looks like a regulation stop down here. Just a set of wets coming on.
Andy Raymond is there.
Yes, a full set of wets going on. John Bauer actually going to jump into the car. He's not doing that. The team very concerned about time. Team manager Ross Stone is really giving the boys a lot of hurry up here. As I said, the full wets are on as the Perth Gricey car goes out, and Johnson is just about ready. Now he's going down from the hoist, and Dickie Johnson's back in action.
The Gibbs Onslow car goes as well. There's going to be a mad charge out of pit lane. The pace car, I think, is going to come out as well. Make sure that cars don't stay out there, because you can see what's happened up there. The
76 it is. One of the Corolla, the 1600cc cars, Calvin Gardner, Jeff Forshaw, Mike Conway. I couldn't quite see which of them was in the car, but he's out, he's okay. We can see that much.
Well, he's just okay.
Oh,
no, Jimmy Richards has hit the wall.
Well, Richard, of course, stuck on slicks and no traction at all, even for a four-wheel drive Nissan.
Well, here's Crompton's chance to be the ultimate hero.
That car is not going anywhere else but the pits this afternoon. The rain is now hitting the commentary booth so hard, you can hear it.
I would expect we might see a red flag. I can see them stopping
Yes.
this race.
Oh, yeah. They
yes.
must stop the race.
This is it. This will be the end. The red flag will be out before we finish our next sentence, I would say.
Well, now, if that happens, what they usually do is backdate the race by a lap or so, which could well see Jimmy Richards and Mark Scaife still taking victory.
Listen to the crowd. The top of the hill. This is the kind of send-off, and I don't want to...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't want to be unkind to Winfield and the Nissan team, but the punters at the top of the hill, this is the kind of send-off they wanted to see for the Nissans.
Well, the Nissan's got in. Jim went in gingerly, but he was trying to wipe off speed. Fred Gibson.
If they don't stop the race, there won't be any cars left to complete it anyway.
Oh, it stopped. I mean, you know, I mean, officially maybe not, but this is it. This is the end of it. There's no doubt about that. 144 laps gone, and we will not see 145. I mean, I can't believe that we will. Red flag is out.
Oh, no. Just get out of that. Marshall will get hit if he doesn't get over the fence.
Red flag is out. The race is over in more ways than one for a lot of these competitors. Well, what in particular for Fred Gibson, Jim Richards, Mark Scaife, what a dreadful end to what had been a brilliant campaign for them here at Mount Panorama in the last hurrah for these Nissan GTRs.
I tell you what, the Nissans have hardly had any paint scratched on them since they've been racing.
The Daily Planet car involved in that, and two of the 1600cc Corollas. The Bates car is one of them. Car 70, I can't see the number on the other. Car 39, 71, is it?
Car 71.
Yeah, so it was the class leader.
And the Bates car was second in the class.
Yeah.
So that's first and second in the class, both into the wall, along with the overall race leader.
The indications are, as Richard Hay pointed out a moment ago, Richards and Scaife, if they've called the race, which they have, may still be declared the winners. They will still be declared the winners. That's as we understand it at this stage. The red flag, as you can see, is out. The race is not just stopped, the race is over.
And Mark Scaife explaining exactly what happened, what he saw on the screen. So in the Winfield Nissan pits, they're investigating and trying to count back the laps. We'll wait on the club.
Oh, the Marshal's just fallen over in the wet. Not only are the cars losing traction, so are the Marshals. He just went A over D down the grass verge.
Dick Johnson, relatively unscathed. Arm raised. Now, I don't know whether his arm is raised in what he thinks might be victory, but the indications that we've been given is that the number one Nissan will still be declared the race winner.
There's the carnage coming out of Forest Elbow. John Brady with Ivan Stibbart. Hopefully will clear the air.
Yes, thank you very much, Mike. Ivan, red flag, it is all over, Red Rover?
All over, yes, unfortunately, but as you can see now, the weather's clearing up, but it's too late, it's all over, so we've declared it, and the time crews are now working out the final result.
Not afraid that you may have jumped a little early?
No, not if you saw what was happening there with some of those cars. It was a bit dangerous, and unfortunately some of them don't heed the caution flags, and you only need one or two to do that, and that's what caused that problem.
OK, the $64 question, who is the winner?
I would say car one. The race has got to be declared at the last full lap before the red flag went out, and he was still leading at that stage.
How close was he to